Okay, the day has finally come. Prep is starting and I'm gonna take you all along for the ride. So I'm decided to start this little YouTube series, maybe twice a week, we'll see, and show you everything I do, everything that needs to be done, maybe the mental challenges that we're gonna run into, and obviously the end result as well. Yeah, this is the first time for me too, so I'm excited. Motivated, and I'm excited to see what's coming my way. It's gonna be a lot of suffering, I think, but it's also gonna be a lot of fun, I think. So I've really been waiting for this moment for many years. I've been doing this with passion for the past 10 years and kind of developed the idea to one day try to step on a stage and see if I'm any useful, any good. And this year is gonna be the year. So from now on, we have 16 weeks. I'm 16 weeks out today, so prep is starting today, Sunday, the 7th of January. And in 16 weeks, I'm going to step on stage for the NPC. And I'm going to do a regional and then hopefully a pro qualifier too. And we're going to see how it goes. We're on our way to the gym right now. I'm going to be hitting some arms and shoulders. So that's one of the things that I've changed now is we've implemented a separate arm and shoulder day, because shoulders and arms are kind of my weak point still. It's been the legs for a long time, but I've been able to bring that up a little bit in the past months. So now I'm really starting to focus on shoulders and arms. I'm doing a split of push, pull, legs, and then arms and shoulders, which is today. And then tomorrow I'm gonna rest and get ready for the next cycle of training. Yeah, talking about the training itself, arm days are obviously fun. We all love arm days. The pump, the feeling, everything about arm days are just amazing. It's not as exhausting as leg days or back days, for example, but it's something to just have a little bit of fun with. I'm not going to exhaust too much on arm day because it's not a lot of stress on the body. So that's good in a way, because I did legs yesterday. I'm completely sore, and that's it. We're gonna have some fun doing arms. I'm gonna go relatively lightweight. I do relatively lightweight the arm day, so I'm gonna just try to achieve a pump, get a good contraction on the arms and on the shoulder, of course. Another thing, obviously, some of you might have seen that I had a surgery on my appendix exactly 1 month back. So exactly 4 weeks ago, I was in the hospital getting cut open by doctors, which was a big cut into our plan, because obviously I started planning on this prep already 2 or 3 months back. So I was planning to be able to use December to really get up to speed, drop some more body fat, and really get ready to put myself in a perfect position to start the prep. I got that over with. Surgery went good, and then the doctor told me I couldn't train for 4 weeks, which was tough at first, because I knew that exactly in 4 weeks I want to start prep. So I can't just start training right when prep starts. That would be a little bit too late. So I started going after 2.5 weeks. I started slowly getting back into the gym, just doing a little bit of pump work. Now, obviously, going into the gym and just doing pump work, not going to failure and not being very motivated to do it too. I was kind of down mentally about that, but since last week, I've been back into training full force. So now I'm 100% ready to get back into prep. Hopefully we can really turn this thing around. Obviously it's not the best position to start out in, coming straight from a surgery, but as long as everything has really healed up, and that's the most important part. So I'm gonna show you a little bit what I do for arms. Arms has always been a little bit of a weak point, because for everybody that has very long arms, or you're a tall person, you know how tough it can be building up legs and arms, because they're very long, and they always look a little bit lanky, a little bit skinny. So the best way that I found for myself personally was not going too heavy. I do like doing heavy exercises for other body parts, but for arms, it's always going really heavy on the contraction. So lowering the weight, not too low, but at a perfect spot where you can really do a very hard contraction in the muscle itself. Maybe pause on the top for a minute, going into full stretch and going into pain zone. I mean, if you have a lot of pain in the muscle itself while you're doing the bicep curl, for example, I feel that's probably the best way to make them grow. Obviously, the pump is also going to be the best when you do that kind of approach. And then also doing drop sets. I like doing drop sets. I like doing rest pause, things like that, just to drive up the volume a lot and drive up the pump for the arms. I feel like that's probably the best way. That's always how I had the most results for arms. The separate arm day itself doesn't have to be long. I usually, if I did separate arm days, I'll be done in 45 minutes, maybe 1 hour is usually enough to do arms, because all you need is 3 exercises per bicep and per triceps. We should arrive in about 10 minutes, and then I'll just show you what I do and explain it while I do it. So let's go. Okay, so we're starting out the first set of triceps. I already warmed up a little bit, but it's already burning a little bit because I did warm up with really high reps, but this is gonna be the first working sets. Too light. It's always a struggle to find the right weight to start the first set with, but just slowly taper up until you find it. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's a good first set. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna superset that with biceps. So we're gonna do the incline curls. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's a good set too. Yeah, so I feel like having the arms behind the back really helps to get a crazy stretch in the biceps, which will result in a lot of growth, hopefully. Wow. So, first set concluded. 2 more of those, more or less, 2 or 3. And then move on to the next exercise. Okay, so last set. On these ones I just do without any break, back and forth to get as much blood flow as possible. So we might do a reduction, so we might do a drop set, so we'll see. Oh. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, more. Oh man. Whew. Pretty good set. Pretty good set. Now I'm kind of pissed that I forgot to do the drop set back there, but oh well. Ooh, okay. Second exercise. We're doing seated curls with a supination. Now I'm gonna try to go a little bit heavier on the first set here. I don't know how many sets or how many reps I'll be able to do, but try to have a good contraction anyway. And then maybe on the next sets I'll back down a little bit. But this should generally be doable. Let's see. Yeah, that was a little bit heavy. Whew. Next two sets, go a little bit down with the weight, get a better contraction. This was a little bit too heavy actually. But the vein is starting to speak a little bit at least. Okay, dropping the weight. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, that was better. All right. Next up, I'm gonna do some more tricep extensions, but unilaterally. Obviously, we can't use a lot of weight on this, so this is gonna be more of a feeling thing. But I think that's important for the arms. So, all right, I'm contemplating taking off the pump cover, but I think I'm gonna do it. All right. Oh. Ooh. Okay, that was good weight. Other side. I think unilateral exercises, for sure, a very important piece for me for making progress. I mean, when you can focus on one side at a time, it doesn't matter which exercise. I even like to do that on leg press, leg extension, things like that. You can really drive a lot of focus into that side of the muscle, and for growth I think it's very important. All right, that's my 2 cents on unilateral exercises. Obviously I'm not going to take too much rest. I'm already going to start doing my next set because we don't want to start losing our pump. That's the worst thing that can happen on arm day. Ooh. Oh. This music, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's driving my motivation. Good old 50 cents or 50 cent. Let's check the pump in the mirror. Last exercise for the arms. I'm gonna do some dips. Usually I was always very weak on this exercise, couldn't do any reps. Now I've started to pick up a little bit on that. But I don't know, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, try to burn them out a little bit. 3 sets, as many as possible. And then we're gonna go into shoulders. Wow, my triceps are already burnt out. Let's see if I can do it without support. Ooh. Okay, that was better than expected. That's starting to give me a chest pump. A little bit. But yeah, in terms of arms, I wouldn't do too many compound movements like this. I've always made the experience that arms respond best to isolation exercises and not compounds. So, you know, you obviously do your compounds on your push days and back days, but that for me never got the arms to grow significantly. So usually I only do this one as only compound for arms. For me it's isolations all the way, baby. All the way. And just pump them out. Oh. Nope, 7.5. Not too bad. So we got one more. And then we're gonna start shoulders. Ooh. All right, shoulders. We're starting out with rear delts. I think this has been discussed many times, but rear delts are gonna be always the missing piece for most people. So if you do a lot of shoulder presses or side raises or front raises, you need to make sure that you balance out your shoulders by doing rear shoulders a lot. So I'm gonna do 2 exercises for rear shoulders on this one, just to really fill out that 3D look. You know, when you stand on stage, you're hitting a side chest or something, and you wanna have that rear delt really poking out. That's gonna be what's gonna set you apart. I'm gonna do this unilaterally, just as I mentioned before, focusing on one side to drive more progress. This is always a little bit awkward to hold unilaterally, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so as you can see, I like to do warm-up sets with a lot of reps. You know, on most exercises, I like to put more blood into the muscle. I think that's really helping it to fire up when you do real working sets. Obviously, we don't need to talk about injury prevention and everything like that. Everybody, I think by this point already knows that, but just in terms of muscle-mind connection, I think it's worth trying out. Doing 20 reps, maybe sometimes even 30 reps on a warm-up set, getting a burn already in the muscle, and then doing your real sets. I think you're gonna see a good difference. That's what I like to do. Oh, very good. The lady behind the camera is having a good moment. Anyway, finish rear delts. I'm just gonna keep it at one exercise for today. I lied earlier when I said two, because I need to do more side laterals. So we're gonna do the machine side laterals, and we're gonna do side laterals with dumbbells, sitting down probably. And then just one more exercise and we finish. But let's keep the pump going. Again, 20 reps, activating the muscle. Activating the muscle with a warm-up set. Okay, first working set. Let's do it. Ah, damn. Overestimated myself. That was too much weight. Trying to do more high reps on this exercise. Oh well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this weight for the other side, and after that we drop. Don't panic when you under or overestimate yourself in this case. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay. It's cold as fuck actually. Should have put a sweatshirt on. Oh well. You never know in this country. I'm telling you, for everybody that doesn't know, I'm in Portugal, and one day it's beautiful and 20 degrees Celsius, and the next day it's fucking 10, and you're freezing your ass off. But it's still better than fucking Sweden or some shit. Nothing against Sweden, by the way. Still a little bit too much. My fucking ego today. I don't know what's happening. Usually I'm not an ego lifter. Maybe it's because of the camera. But we gotta reduce it one more to get to the desired effect. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Another example where my left side is stronger than my right side, even though I'm right-handed. But left arm is always stronger, at least the left biceps. Left shoulder is stronger, left leg is stronger. But, balls? Left ball? We're gonna cut that out. Why are people looking at me angry? I don't understand. Sometimes you gotta challenge the ego a little bit to make progress. Let's go. Okay, on the first one, and after that, more or less myself. Okay, now. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. This one, as you could see, I'm doing with help. So basically on the way up, I'm getting a little bit of help on the last part of the rep. And after the set, when I'm completely finished, the person behind you gives pressure on your arms and you just push up until your arms completely collapse. And that's really tough. And it gives you a really good pump. So I dare you to try it if you have somebody that knows how to spot. Because a lot of people unfortunately don't know. But if you have somebody that knows how to spot or you got a good training partner, give this shit a try. All right, 2 more sets. All right, we're on the last exercise. This one's also for the shoulders and a little bit of upper back as well. This is a relatively new exercise for me. The Y raise, I think it's called. I'm gonna do this lying down. It takes a little bit of time to adjust the cables the way you need, but when you have it, you should be able to pull in a motion that's more like this. So it's similar to a side raise in a way, where you go out only to the side, but it's a little bit more in front of the body and then bringing the arm back like this. And you should feel that in the upper traps and a little bit in the shoulders. And that's gonna be the finisher for today. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh. This one's very ego crushing because you can do almost no weight at all. I'm doing a 1/10 of the stack or something, very lightweight, because it's really difficult to bring it back all the way like that. But when you do it correctly, you're gonna feel it a lot. And also it improves posture because you're moving the muscles that are in the back of the traps like this. And you should be walking upright a little bit more. And that's important too. Yeah, 1 more set. And I'm contemplating doing some abs, but the abs is always the ugly stepbrother, if you know what I'm saying. Nobody likes doing abs, but everybody should do abs. So last time I did abs 2 days ago, I did 1 set and I completely cramped up, like I was laying on the floor crying for my life. So let's hope that doesn't happen today. Oh, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna take it easy on this today because I don't want to risk messing up anything down there in my abdominal area. Where obviously, as I said, they cut 3 holes into my abdominal wall. So they cut 1 here, cut 1 here, and cut 1 here. But it's healed up very well. But still, I need to be a little bit careful. If I overdo abs, maybe something starts leaking or who knows, God knows. So I'm gonna take it easy. And I'm also starting to cramp up right now, just like 2 days ago. So I don't know if I can do another set. Jesus. I don't know why it's happening, because I never cramp up usually. Maybe the abs just aren't used to it anymore. I think I'm gonna leave it at that, because I feel like if I do another set, I'm gonna be on the floor. So let's check out the shape, the physique. Prep start physique, 16 weeks out. All right, check it out. So as I said, the pump is almost gone. My pumps in the past 2 weeks have been very, a little bit not loyal to me. If they come, they disappear very quickly. But that's all okay. During prep, that should get better. All right. Okay, not too bad. Okay, the legs now, they're really flat. But that should give you an idea, 16 weeks out. So over the next few weeks, the conditioning should really start to kick in. And hopefully we're gonna get some recomp effect. So I'm definitely planning to build some muscle as well in the process. Get fuller and improve the quality.
Show me all again. Yes. Oh my god. That's crazy. Really good.
Okay, so as I said, 16 weeks out. Over the next 4 months, hopefully we're gonna see a big transformation. And come along on the journey, follow me. It's gonna be a good time. You know, we're gonna have fun with it. At the end of the day, we're doing this all for passion, purely fun. You know, having fun in what we do. I mean, this is what we love doing, right? So this is not for external vacation or making money or becoming anybody. This is purely just for the enjoyment of it, just for the passion that we have for the sport, and that's gonna be, should be a good journey. So let's go.